This is the third part of the course where we will be deploying our web application that is made on Django on Heroku. So before we start with Heroku, we have to use some files which are like commands for Heroku to understand. And those files are runtime.txt and procfile. So runtime.txt is basically just telling Heroku which language or base it is to use on the server when setup of the code is happening. Now the second file, which is procfile, has a little more depth in it. So procfile is a mechanism for declaring what commands are to be run by your application in the Heroku platform itself. The commands that are specified in the last part, or I would say in the second part of the course, like run server or migrate, or I would say that Python manage.py run server or Python manage.py migrate. So there are even more commands that have to be run if the code has to be set up on production or inside a server itself. The commands that I specified were those, and there are many more commands also, just like I said. And those commands are actually executed in Heroku's server using the proc file. And this gunicorn is basically asking the WSGI file to set this up and give a log file or give a log of all the processes that are happening on the server. So with this, we have already defined all the new files that have to be created for the production. And let me just, I think I've already specified that you have to set the debug as false and this also. So let me tell you where this link actually came from or where this URL actually came from. So once you go to your Heroku platform, so you can see that first of all, you would be redirected to your dashboard. Okay, this is actually inside one of your apps. So first you would have to create an app itself. Now you can see that there's an app, and for that app there's this link present here. Okay, so once we go, and you can see that I can click on this app. So if I click on this app, you can see that there's a link present here. So if you just copy this link and go back to your code, so you can set that up from here. So once you have done this and set up, you can push this code to GitHub, from where we will be actually hosting, or I would say helping in hosting the code itself. So yeah, now once you have done this, or I should go back and say that there's this your dashboard. Okay, you can just click on new, and from here you can create your new app. Since I've already created an app itself, so I've come inside the app, and you can see some of the options given here. So first go to settings. Inside settings, you can see there's a build pack. So click on add build pack and choose Python. Now you have chosen Python. Since I've already done this, it is giving me that yeah, Heroku Python is, this build pack has been already set up for this app. Let's go to deploy. Inside deploy, choose the GitHub. Now it would ask you to log in. Okay. Once you have logged in, it would say that yeah, it is connected to your repository. Sorry, your account. Since mine is sitp.278, so it is connected. Then it would give you an option of connecting any one of your repository to this app. So I've already again done that. So it is showing me customer shopping revenue. Repository is connected. Once you have done that, go to the manual deploys and choose the branch which has the code. Since mine is master, I chose master. And once I click on this deploy, so then it would deploy my code itself. Since I've already deployed it, yeah, let me just redeploy it. So you can see that it takes a little time, and if there are large dependencies, since we are using TensorFlow, which has a very large package, it would take even more time to set up the environment and set up the code on the server. So you can see that it has now started using the Heroku Python build pack, and through runtime.txt it is now setting up that yeah, Python and this version has to be used. So now you can see that it has installed the Python 3.7.10 version, and now it's starting to install all of the dependencies or packages for the environment to set up. And this is also going to take a lot of time, since each and every package is going to be installed, first downloaded, then installed, and after it has done that, it would go and start for the collect static, meaning now all the static files are going to be first of all aggregated and then set into the static files directory that you can see here, that it has 132 static files copied from somewhere to my statics files directory. Then it would compress the files, because it is one of the processes that the Heroku itself has defined, I would say not defined, but set up for itself when taking all of the data from my temporary folders to the actual server inside Heroku itself. So all of that is now transferred, and you can see that after compressing, it has shown me that 306 MB of file size, or I would say all of the files combined, now are going to be shifted to your server. And since the slug size is greater than 300, it is telling me that it might affect the boot time, basically telling me that it would take even more time again to deploy the code. So you again have to wait for it to deploy, and once the code actually has been deployed, you would be able to see that a deploy to Heroku will have a tick mark here, and then a box would be shown where it would be written view, and clicking on it, you can go to the app, or you can go to the site that you have now deployed. So as you can see, now view function has been so you can see that the app has now started to run on the server also, or the web application has started to run on the server also. And once you type in any product, let's say that with some duration, to to 50 and then a value of 0.1, again 0.1, value of 33, value of 0.56, let's say. Yeah, UC browser, though I don't think many people actually use UC browser, but still, let's say I'm a new visitor and it is not a weekend. So you can see that now it is showing the customer generate revenue, and it is true. So with that, we have now completed this course this project where the last part was deploying on Heroku, which we have done now.